Thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Best Watch. We're going to be talking about a film that came out a few years ago called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. It was directed by Lorene Scafaria, and the producers of it was Steve Golan, Joy Gorman, Steve M. Rails, and Mark Roybal. Those are the producers. It's starring Keira Knightley and Steve Carell. It's a wonderful film about the end of the world. Wouldn't you guess it? I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. This film is incredible. I watched it a couple times, and both times it's just, wow. It's one of the films that I think didn't get a whole lot of recognition when it first came out, but truly it is a work of art. It's a beautiful story. It involves love, it involves heartbreak, hope, passion, and sadness. It fills you with so much emotion. In fact, there's truly like 3 scenes that without a doubt will just rip your heart apart. I mean, it's incredible. That's all I could say about it as far as the films with describing words. The story is basically about this guy who is married, and then it opens with him sitting in his car with his wife, and there's something on the radio saying that asteroids are coming and they're gonna hit the Earth and they're gonna destroy it. So it's the end of the world, and they have like 30 days or something like that. And as soon as they hear the news, his wife takes off. So now he's left alone. And the film is basically about he meets his neighbor named Penny, and they grow a friendship. They have to get out of where they live because of rioting and stuff. And they grow a friendship, and eventually they fall in love. And I don't want to spoil the film for you, but it's touching, and it's simple, but it has a really interesting twist to it. I did want to mention, though, the film is R-rated, so if you watch it, just be aware that there is going to be like some adult content, rated R content, like language and sexual connotations. There's not really any big sex scenes or anything, but it is R-rated, so just keep that in mind. But at the same time, I do recommend you watch it. This is Best Watch for, so I wouldn't be talking about it unless I think you should see it. So I wanted to give you a couple things as to why would you watch this film. Well, one is it's very well thought out. It's such an interesting idea. It's such an interesting topic to think, how can we make a end of the world film or concept humorous? And there's so much humor in this film, and partly is because Steve Carell is hilarious, but also like Keira Knightley does a great job. Like, she handles her own when it comes to humor as well. So I mean, it's just an interesting idea, and just the drama and the emotional roller coaster it takes you on, it is truly worth it. So just watch it for the artistic idea of the story, because truly it's good. Also, the main idea of the film, at least what I took from it when watching interviews that the actors did and stuff, is that each character, Steve's and Keira's character, they both are needing to do something. Like, they both want to do something before the world ends. She wants to go home and see her family, but they live in Europe, and she can't get across the ocean because they don't have any more flights anymore, or boats or anything like that. Not enough time. And he wants to go reconnect with the love of his life that he thinks that he was in love with when he was younger, and he thinks that he should meet up with her and be with her before the world ends. And so they both want the best for each other. They both want to help each other accomplish their goals, but there just really isn't ever enough time for both of them. But they grow like this beautiful friendship, and then eventually they fall in love, and it's just very interesting, and it's also hilarious. So those are a couple ideas why you should watch it. Something artistic that I wanted to mention, sort of ending this episode, was in the film, the colors are, I don't really know how else to say it. The colors kind of tell a story for themselves. And that's super interesting because I haven't seen it a whole lot in other films. There are films that do this, but the colors, the way the vibrance is, or the bright colors, or the deep colors, or they really tell the emotion of the characters and tell the emotion of the scene better than some other films that I've seen in a while. And just an example, towards the end, it gets a little sorrowful, it gets a little down. Just look at the colors. If you'll notice, it's a lot less broad, it's a lot less colorful, and it's a lot more dull colors, a lot more not super interesting or inviting to look at. It's gonna be one monotone color, or it's gonna be very dull or something blown out. It's not gonna have a whole lot of exciting, lively contrast. And I think they did that on purpose with the story. So take a look at that. Really pay attention to the colors when you're watching this film. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Best Watch. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to take just a minute to say something very exciting. So, not really exciting, maybe for you guys. So, as you know, this is October, and so it's Halloween month. I am going to watch a scary horror film at the end of this month on the week of Halloween. But I'm going to let you guys decide which one I watch, because I don't normally watch horror films, but I'm going to let you guys decide. So leave it in the comments in the next couple of videos that I make this month, and tell me what horror film you want me to watch for Halloween week, and then do a best watch on it. So thanks you so much for watching. Watch the after show that's going to be at wiseworksproduction.com. The link is in the below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.